Hey, it's Sarah with Loaves and Dishes, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make these Sriracha Lime Chicken Skewers. Before we get into today's video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so that you'll be notified when we upload videos. So for this recipe, you can use really any cut of chicken you want. You just might have to adjust the cooking time. I'm using chicken thighs. I think that for this kind of thing, chicken thighs are the best just because there's not much chance of them like drying out and being like dry and tough. Really the only rule is that you don't want a chicken that's a bone-in chicken because it's kind of already on its own skewer. So I'm just using boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I am trimming some of the fat off of these just because I didn't want it on there. And this is really up to you. You just want to make sure that when you're cutting this up that your chicken is roughly in bite-sized pieces. Like that's really the only thing. And you don't want any like scraggly, dangly bits, which can kind of happen sometimes with chicken thighs just because of how they are processed, because they were initially wrapped around a bone. But yeah, you just want even sized pieces so that they cook pretty evenly. And trimming the fat off is just a personal preference. I felt like these were really fatty, like they had a lot of fat on them, so I just wanted to cut some of that off. It would cook off in the grill probably, but just felt like it was easier to just cut some of it off. I'm not a big fan of fat on meats anyways. There's something about it I just don't like, which is interesting because fat is usually where like the flavor is, but I don't know. I really need to sharpen my knives. That's what I'm noticing watching this back. I put all of my chicken in a big gallon Ziploc bag. And I am adding some mayonnaise, some sour cream. If you wanted to, you could exchange the sour cream for Greek yogurt. I'm adding some sriracha, some smoked paprika, and some salt and pepper. If you wanted to, mix this up in a bowl and then save some of it. You could save some of it for a dipping sauce. Don't use what you put on the chicken as a dipping sauce. That is a good way to get salmonella. So if you're going to do that, mix some up ahead of time, put it somewhere separate, then mix the rest in with the chicken. But it would make a really good dipping sauce. I'm also adding some limes, and I'm adding the zest of 2 limes and the juice of 2 limes. I just forgot to get the clip of the zest in here. And you could add more or less of any of these seasonings that you wanted to. Like if you wanted it spicier, you could add some extra cayenne. You could add some extra sriracha. If you have any other like chili powders you maybe wanted to use, you could kind of add things that you wanted to. You could add garlic powder instead of adding the garlic. Really, there's no wrong way to do a marinade, in my opinion. And then I just squeeze as much air out of the bag as possible, and then I kind of just zhuzh it up in the bag. I don't use a bowl. I don't really see any point in dirtying a bowl when I'm just going to put everything in a plastic bag anyways. Just use the plastic bag as the bowl. So then you want to marinate this for at least 2 hours, but ideally 24 hours. And then you're going to skewer the chicken after it's been marinating. Now, I don't have a workaround for how messy this is. It's just messy. It is what it is. And your hand is going to get dirty. I recommend just using one hand to reach into the bag. And keeping the other hand clean. If you wanted to use a glove, you could, but like I don't have a way to not get your hand all messy. I did not like this part. It's not fun to like. There, I was like, it's not fun to reach your hand into a bag of cold sour cream. You want to grill it until the internal temperature reaches 165, and there it is, all done. If you want to see more recipes, be sure to check out Loaves and Dishes, and thanks for watching.